find out.
Oke guys, jadi di sini match terakhir Onic melawan Bren ya guys ya. Kalau Onic kalah langsung pulang. Kalau menang masih ada harapan ya guys ya. Ya udahlah guys, ini dia matchnya. Cepat oi. Lama banget cowok anjing. Keren juga guys ya. Keren juga.
I'm pretty sure those are chat people's names, like people's names above the robots. Games of Future is called.
Udah cok, mana matchnya anjing.
That guy is cheesing.
Lama banget
He's
cok.
ready for the game. I'm ready for the game. Hopefully we didn't jump right into a pause. We'll see.
Possibly.
Taking our time.
This arena is massive.
This arena is pretty massive. We need some more seats full though, man. Where's all the Bob? We got Reza, Farizi.
Look at that guy.
These guys, I love how these guys take each other out at the same exact time. We're back.
Oh,
back on screen, baby.
We're the arena. What's up, guys?
Want to go, bro?
Inside you? I mean, we would be battling on the mid there. Apparently, the arena is mid lane only. Mid lane, everybody goes mid.
Everybody goes mid. Wow. It's like a brawl. It's like a brawl.
Yeah.
Big brawl battle.
It's gonna be more of like a ranked brawl, but yeah.
Ranked brawl.
Yeah, ranked brawl.
You thought we were about to jump from the land done?
Nope.
We saw the portal. You thought we were going? You thought we were going, huh?
Cepatlah, Puki. Astaga, masih cakep-cakep cok.
You guys want to trick it? You guys want to?
Anjing.
Don't push me down. Don't push me down.
Push your motherfucker.
But we can go. I mean, we've seen the draft, right? I mean, I feel like just to kind of get into a quick hot take, you know, like the Boxia Angela, right? Oof. Right? That's gonna be a little bit harder.
Angela.
Mana matchnya babi.
It's gonna be a little bit harder to deal with when you're a Fred. I feel like essentially that's why AP Bren ended up going that route, was just to farm the jungle a little bit faster and just go ham.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options. There's definitely, I mean, I really think Onyx the major win. Like I said, the major win con is they need to get aggressive. They're not going to be able to really pick on Basha per se, but I think if in the first like level 2, level 3, level 4. Maybe even, you know, maybe before level 4, before the Angela or the Faramee spike, they can try to make a play in the mid, have the opportunity to do that. They definitely have a lot of aggression on their side. They have a lot of damage, a lot of level 1, level 2, level 3 damage.
Yeah, true. I think that's where the Lilia scales as well, right? Just early, mid poke. But to be honest, like, where's their burst at? Like, I mean, the Brody is about the only burst paired with the Lilia. I feel like they're going to be lacking a little bit of damage. You know, like it's very precise, I would say.
I think they have damage for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, unless Brody completely falls off, but even Lilia can carry, man. Lilia's a monster. She's a monstrous little girl there. And then you have the AoE damage, you have the answer to the Faramee. So like the possibilities are there. It's just, can they execute it right? And we know how AP Bren, like, so far we've seen, even when Onic seems to maybe have the advantage, the Bren effect happens and they are down. But in the draft, I do think that they probably could have picked something different than the Brody maybe, but it's still viable.
Yeah, I mean, the Brody's really good at stopping enemies from escaping with the torn apart memories, so maybe that's an attempt to, you know, put a little bit of pressure onto the gold lane, apply something, and we'll definitely have to see. I wonder what's kind of going on with the two teams. I feel like it's the last match, and
some technical issues. I mean, it seems like they jumped into it, so my guess is we went right to a pause. Some sort of ping issues, something like that, you know. So yeah, we'll just wait it out. We got to make sure everybody plays fairly. Everybody has the same opportunity. It is match point. There's a lot of money on the line. So it makes sense.
Repetition. Yeah.
Money on the line.
We'll see. We'll see.
Play this, we will become pros at killing time by the end of this.
Or is time killing us?
A little bit of both. Time's always killing us, G.
Hey, look, listen, yesterday I was Pastor G. Today I'm just true.
Gue besok mau kerja lagi ngentot.
Pastor G, though.
Do I? I don't know, dude. Blue,
you look
at
good,
the
man.
pasture?
You look good. Blue, you got the blue lights behind you. You got the baby blue tie on to match the suit. What are those patterns on your shirt, G?
They're flowers.
They're flowers. That's cool. That's cute.
Yeah, I know.
I have dinosaurs on my tie.
That's just my tie is pretty plain.
This is what we're going to. At this point, you know.
Hey. I mean, it's all coming down to, like, I mean, this is the last game, maybe. Who knows? But there's, like, I mean, the possibilities are just going to be coming down to how the players play in the game, you know? Like, use your strategic comp to your advantage, and we'll see. All I know is my Instagram's actually going absolute nuts right now. I don't know who posted it, but there's a lot of followers coming in.
There are some technical problems on Arena right now. We're just waiting. That's pretty much the word right now. So yeah. I would love, you know, I mean, at this point, it's like, hey, has anyone heard about NACT? It's going to be happening in like 2 weeks. Feel free to tune in. What region are you tonight. Most? Top 16 is tonight, Fred.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Anyways, what are you gonna be tuning into this year, G? Are you like are you gonna be watching any MPLs? Are you gonna be like what region are you most excited to watch?
You know, I'm dude, you don't understand what my Instagram's doing right now. I'm like receiving tons of messages. It's crazy.
Nice. Are they telling you how white you are?
I'm gonna have to like mute my computer or something. The notifications are going off the chart.
Oh, first blood! First blood! Here we go! For the love of God, I'm about to toss my chair around. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Onic also starting off aggressive. First blood onto Oakwin already.
Let's get it. Let's get
di
it.
sini
First
Albert
blood
menggunakan
on
Brody.
Onic. Who got it though? The San. Okay, the Lilia. Let's get it. Mid lane slaying. All right, I like it.
We're about to get wild, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm telling you, last day of the grand finals. Let's
Games of future, baby.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. We can see. Let's take a look at some of the win conditions here, right? So I think really what's coming down is that Ugwin ended up getting taken out, right? Early stage. That's a little rough for an Angelo, but not going to be the make it or break it for team comp. I mean, Kyle TC's level 3, while we're looking at Kyrie's level 4. So we're already seeing a little bit of a jungle difference for the side of Onic, which is good, right? I mean, you got 14 seconds to the next turtle, but that's what you want to see into the early stage. And when you're dealing with a Bosch, that's just what you want to do. You want to out jungle him because he has a lot of pressure.
Most definitely, but AP Bren not trying to let up. A little bit of dash through, Boots able to get a bit of damage on the flat TZ. They respond to also taking the face for yo-yos. Back of the turtle, Kyle TZ able to take it right out of Kyrie's hands. Well played from AP Bren, keeping himself in the game, and that's what they do. Even when they're behind, they make sure that they get the objective where they need it to make sure the goal doesn't get too far away.
Yeah.
Ayolah, masa begadang gua sia-sia.
So what I'm really seeing right now is that everybody's roughly about even, right? I mean, first turtle, was that going over to the side of Onic?
First turtle, no, over the side of AP Bren. Over the side of AP Bren.
AP Bren. Okay, so Retri was able to be landed. AP Bren coming out on top there. And I think this is what was happening in the last game, right? Like, it was just a little bit hard for Kyrie to hit these Retries, and I'm not quite sure what could be causing that. I mean, AP just able to zone and properly keep them at bay. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be a little bit of a trouble for Onic. Now, Onic side, right? They have the sustainability. They have, like you were saying, I mean, they have damage. I just don't know if it's going to be enough to penetrate a Fermis Cult Altar, and I'm not even quite sure if it's going to be able to get past the Angela, right? Like, I just feel like the whole comp of AP Bren is thick. Like, look.
Yeah, a little bit of a play up top. Boots in a bit of trouble here. Gonna go down. flaptz able to pick up the kill. Now, on the side of Onic, they got to respond with 1-1. AP Bren has taken the gold lead. Is this the Bren effect? Is this the switch that flips?
I think this is the switch that gets flipped.
That was a tongue twister.
That was a tongue. I was like, hold up. Like, what did you just say? Yeah, it was.
Listen,
definitely
we've been
a
here a
tongue
while.
twister.
It's 0 IQ desk right now. We're on the 0 IQ desk. We're vibing. We're feeling it. Let's go.
We're just vibing at this point, 100%. We can already see. I like this, right, from the side of they're already setting up this turtle, but they have to be able to secure this turtle. Let's see it, Kyrie.
Kyrie
they get it.
Trying to get the zone onto flaptz. Kyle Teasy, though, making his way around.
Wah, di
Boots
sini
looking for an angle as well. Able to
Super
dash through.
Marco-nya
Kyle
bikin
comes in
full
with the
damage
connects in the
sepertinya, guys.
flicker. Gets the knock-up. Keyboy able to pull another one, but the damage is
mati
shredding
lagi
him
si
down.
Boots.
Boots gonna be the next to
Wah,
fall.
rata
Super Marco
terus, so.
picking up the kill. Kyrie
Wah,
able to
mati.
take it, though. They're trying to fight back. Albert in the backside.
Nice.
Doesn't have the
Nice,
torn apart
Albert.
memories anymore. It's 2 for 1 right now. Onic finds the turtle, but loses the extra member.
I mean, not too bad. We can kind of look at what the engage entailed here. The Minerals Rage with a flicker definitely secured quite a bit of CC for the side of Onic, but then the final slash connects. And then, of course, the torn apart memories just take down AP Bren little by little. And Albert was able to take out Kaltizi. I feel like that was the grace that they can get. That's a little bit of the breathing room Onic needed, and that just slows down the enemy jungle a little bit. And Bashia is able to just jungle crazy. We can kind of take a look at some of the items. Molten Cores picked up by both jungles, which are clutch. And then you're also looking at Albert. Already has the Blade of Hep, which is just insane first poke damage. So again, Onic could be doing a little bit of peel here. We can already see it's 2v2 in the gold lane. I think the Brody right now is definitely winning against the carry, but I think Super Marco is definitely going to be coming out on top when it comes into the mid to late game, but we'll see. I think it's going to come down to Keyboy just giving that pressure and helping his gold lane.
All right, now both teams still making work. AP Bren has definitely bought some time. You mentioned that, and I think that's exactly what they needed. Super Marco getting plenty of time to scale. flaptz already having the War Axe in, not having to go super defensive in the beginning, kind of like what we saw for Boots previously when he had to pick up the Dread armor before he got the War Axe. This means that flaptz is going to be able to kind of play the front line, and when you have something like the Fermis paired up with you, that you can just hang out even longer and just continuously harass with that skill, it becomes a problem. But second turtle now, or third turtle now in. We're 6 minutes in. Gold still at an immediate tie. They're looking for flaptz here. Albert able to get a couple of free shots here. Keyboy with the Minoan's Fury once again gets knocked off with the Nether Realm. Connects Kyrie, able to take
turtle ya guys ya, dari sekian banyak pertandingan melawan Bren tadi.
Little bit of damage. The Torpar Memories comes off, but still no kills for the side
Gila
of
sih,
Onic.
kombonya ada aja
AP Bren able to disengage well. Neither
ada
team
Paramis
losing a member.
sama Angela, guys.
They're definitely holding on very well, though. You can
Wah,
already see. I
kayaknya
love
udah
the
jadi
read
corruption
by
set
Super
ya.
Marco. That must have just
Apa
been
namanya?
flaptz that was able to give that
lupa
call
lagi.
out. But it's again going to give up the turret here.
Nggak tahu lah guys,
From
pokoknya
the side of Onic, they need to keep this pressure going. Like they're able to secure neutral objectives. They've taken a tower already, which I think they just need to continue that focus. And if they can continue that, then AP Bren will be kind of pushed back against the wall. Now, what I think's really coming in on AP Bren's side is that they are kind of of lacking a little bit of damage. It could be that we see the Fairness going with a quantum charge, which is a little interesting for a mid lane, I would say. Just looking to be engaging and being in the battle. So I think they're really relying on Super Marco, which again, I mean, he's 1-0-1. He could still get there, but I think it's going to come into the mid to late game.
I mean, if AP Bren gets the time,
Top
they will
lane.
definitely become a problem. A little bit of damage on Flapteezy. A nice knock up, but the hard guard comes in the nick of time, but Albert gives him a face full of torn apart memories. Onic finally starting to have the advantage in a map, but they still have to be careful. As we always say, AP Bren could make the strike at any moment.
Yeah, but I love that they're going back to the fundamentals, right? Like, they're just securing neutral objectives, taking towers, because I felt like maybe they listened to us. Like, they just weren't secure in towers in the first and second game, and we're seeing that time around. Towers don't always mean wins, but it also allows you to punish a team and overextend during Lord fights and, you know, other things like this. But this is where AP Bren normally flicks the switch, so this is where we're going to have to watch out. First Lord is here. Can AP Bren flick the switch, Trex?
We'll see. It's definitely a possibility. Super Marco hasn't taken a death, can still pack a punch. The only problem is AP Bren doesn't have that much. Oh my god, never mind. I was going to say not that much damage. But look at Flapteezy shredding down Sans. Sans forced to use the black shoes before the Lord fight. Lord down about 20%. Here comes Manoan's Fury, the flicker once again. Every time, time after time. Onic now trying to clean up. The Keyboy goes down. Few able to pick up the kill. Albert gonna be next, but he finds a kill on a Kyle Teasy just in time. Kyrie able to take the Lord. But he loses 2 members. 3 members make it. AP Bren standing kind of on top. I think it could be because they're going to get a tower here. Onic, yes, they get the Lord, but at what cost?
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see at what cost the final slash did come out, and it kind of offset AP Bren there. Memories definitely took them down low. I think they kind of like, tunnel focused right there, and then they forgot that Kyrie was in the center of board pit and was still there, and he was low HP. They could have definitely jumped on him, so a little bit of a mistake by AP Bren. I mean, they were able to take out Albert, but again, they lost the Lord, took a mid tower. They need to kind of focus up and take the left and right tower as well. Looks like they might be trading the mid tower here as they're trying to come in to save it.
Yeah, Onic wants to go for it. They've lost their whole mid, so their side is honestly a bit more open in a sense. They need to try to crack this tier 3. It's going to be huge for them. Since they've taken so much on the sides, it's going to be, if they can crack that tier 3, it definitely opens things up, because right now they're still stuck in the bottleneck of rotating around the map. The moment they get that, it gives them a lot more freedom to be the aggressive team that they want to be.
I feel like what's causing a real problem for AP Bren at this point is the Ice Queen one. Like, it's just slowing down the team to a crawl, and it's allowing Albert to scale. Now, he did take a death there, and you can kind of see, I like this. They're focusing now on the turrets. I mean, there's not much else on the map to kind of focus on, kind of put a little bit of pressure, but you got to remember that you're missing towers as well, so overextending could be a little bit of a problem and something that Onic can capitalize on. We'll see 65 seconds to the next Lord. It's wild.
I mean, at this point, Onic has to be careful still. Flaptezy is becoming a menace. We saw the damage that Flaptezy did, able to get the kill on Albert earlier, able to keep Sans away. Positioning is going to be key, and they gotta catch Flaptezy, because he's the big damage dealer right now. And I think what they're doing is they're using that Manoan's Fury to make sure that Kyrie secures the Lord, which is important. It is huge, but if they continue to not catch some of the damage dealers of AP Bren, they're going to continue to get shredded. And look at that. CC should not be allowed in this game. She's a monster right now. Once she gets War Axe in, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been beat up by a yo-yo, but I can only imagine it would be a little rough. But yeah, I mean, kind of looking at AP Bren, they're taking it slow this time around. Again, trying to be calculated. The next Lord is up. This one, if I'm not mistaken, should be a little enhanced. So this is something that AP Bren's going to want to get, and Onic is definitely going to get. So we got to watch out for Keyboy. His positioning in that middle's rage has been the key factor for Onyx plays right here. But if they're able to whittle him down and maybe make a different play, we could see something big here.
Yeah, the Keyboy is kind of switching it up a little bit, trying to give Sans a little bit of space. He's going to get pulled back in. Kyrie and Kyle Teasy, foes of their time, facing off on this Lord again. Ogwin. See, here's the great thing about the Angela, right? Yeah, because she can heart guard at any moment and be in the fight, and that's one of the tough things about getting against Angela, is you constantly have to worry about that, because Angela doesn't really have to be in the 5v5 until she pops the heart guard.
Gitu guys, karena dia itu bisa teleport
Lord Kyle Teasy, making an engage. Kyrie able to get the taunt. Out comes the Nether Realm. That could be huge. Black shoes for Sans. A little more damage. Oh, there's the flicker. Can they catch one? Not yet. Black Teasy does get the heart guard. They're looking for a little bit more damage. Onyx still taking this slow, but minions are on their inhibitor in the bot lane. Someone's got to go back, and they choose to make it Sans. Kyrie going to try to make his way in. Kyle Teasy there as well. Heart guard going to be gone. No Nether Realm for the side of AP Bren either. Still several ults for the side of Onyx. I think they need to maybe try to force this now before the clocks start ticking and the cooldowns are up. But Onyx doesn't want to rush this. They don't want to force it.
Yeah, what it seems like is that they're just buying time at this point just to be able to push towers in against Onic. And Onic, I mean, they are, you know, pushing the lanes in as well. Left lane's kind of pushed pretty far for them, but I feel like their control, AP Brent's controlling the lanes a little bit better. Lord kind of low. Are they going to be able to opt to reset it or not? Oh, the
Kyle Teasy takes this Lord. I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. He gets stunned. A final slash pushes him to the side. Can they do it? Keyboy actually able to take it with no one's fury. But AP Bren not quite done yet. Still loading. Teasy goes down. He's been a nuisance for the team for a while. But now Keyboy goes 1-for-1. Onic finally coming out on top in a Lord fight.
I mean, right now we're definitely seeing. I can't believe Keyboy ended up getting that Lord. Both retries weren't available. But hey, I mean, that's a win for the side of Onic, right? They're able to utilize an enhanced Lord, keep them at bay. Kind of taking a look at some of the items, we do see Super Marco missing one so far, so not too bad. Brody as well. So both marksmen's about to be online. Onic trying not to go home empty-handed.
Definitely not. They want to take us the long haul. They want to keep everybody up late tonight, and I'm okay with it now because Onic is up. And I didn't want to see a sweep. I was getting a little tired, but that's okay. But wait a second, in the top side, Albert taking a little bit too much damage. In trouble. Few gets the killing spree. Kyrie is the next. The Bren effect is online. The switch has been flipped.
Oh, it's not too bad though. It's not too bad. 2 fall on the side of Onic, but super minions are barreling down onto AP Bren. I mean, it's a good game. It's a good game. Onic clapping back, but AP Bren seems to be winning in the team fight area. They just have to switch it up a little bit and be able to secure some of those neutral objectives. Now, if they can't do that, then Onic's going to constantly keep being on top. Neither base are pierced yet, and I feel like that is going to be a big factor when one team's able to do that. We do see a little bit of a setup here. Maybe that could be the flick of the switch. You can already see that they are zoning lanes so well, Trex.
I will say this is the first time we've been this far in the game, and Onic hasn't been down about 5,000 to 10,000 gold. And they were able to defend before at a huge gold deficit. So I want to say that maybe them being even or close to AP Bren is the advantage. But here's how good AP Bren is. Even in the beginning of this game when they were down in kills, even when it felt like Onic was in control of some of the fights, AP Bren still keeps a solid gold lead. Take us through some of these items though.
Yeah, taking a look at some of the items here, really what I'm seeing is Fairness just now picking up a Divine Glaive, so a little bit of magic piercing definitely going to be happening on the team fights. Again, Brody now has that Wind of Nature versus that Albert does as well. Sold his boots. So Super Marco sold his boots, picked up the Wind Talker. So that could be one of the biggest plays here. I mean, we're 17 minutes in, not super late game, but being able to pick that up right now is huge. Let's see what they're able to do with it here, Tracked.
All right, Kyrie gonna start off on the Lord. Let it reset. Altezi, per usual, just feeling the ground out, rolling around. Gonna get position over the Lord here. Super Marco gonna start to unload Keyboy. Testing the waters too. Onic very grouped up here. Sans holding the side, and once again, oh, wait a second, a little bit of damage on a Flapteezy there. Gonna be able to chip him back. Someone's got to go up and deal with Ogwin. AP Bren, the Angel backdoor, non-stop, just harassing. God, that's annoying. You gotta feel it for Onic right now.
I mean, if we feel like it's annoying, it's definitely annoying.
Like, someone go deal with Angela again.
Dia tuh bisa memancing player Onic,
you mentioned the divine
biar nggak bisa jadi tim fight 5, guys. Nah, kalau Angela kan dia bisa teleport gitu,
Flaptezy gets the heart guard, but it might not do enough. Colt Alter to try to help seal the deal, but still, Flaptezy taking a lot of damage. There's the Minoan's Fury. Onic trying to collapse. Albert able to find Super Marco. Sans picking up the kill. Few now on the run. AP Bren for the first time shot back in 3 series. Shooken down. Onic taking control of the Lord Pit, but look at Kyle Teasy, man. Look at him, he's still gonna try to go for this. Flaptezy with him, is AP Bren gonna finally back off. They decide to. Onic gonna take the second Lord.
Iya, apakah dia akan menjadi
What
game Onic?
happened there in our break time? Onic now online. They're putting it to AP. Oh, look at the final slash. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do anything though.
Teasy getting some nice chip damage. Kyle Teasy in a little bit of trouble, getting way too locked up. Finally taken down from the Appraiser's Wrath. San able to pop the black shoes. Onic moving in onto the inhibitor. Lord hasn't even showed up yet, but they're gonna break down this base. Onic not trying to go home too early. Got their eyes on the prize here. Lord to make his way down the mid side. Onic ready to fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super surprised with how much damage they're outputting at this point. I think it's just they're utilizing and baiting quite a bit of the utility via AP Bren, but the siege is happening.
Boots moving in for the final slash, able to connect onto one. Ogwin goes down, no heart guard for the team, that means. And now Flaptezy's in a little bit of trouble as well. Boots finally getting his revenge. Onic getting onto the base, and that is it. It's not match point.
Akhirnya menang, guys. Gak sia-sia gua begadang ya, anjing.
Onic.
Oke, mantap sekali, mantap.
Stadium empty-handed, takes one.